What's up, everybody? I am Kayy Simone. Alongside me, I have none other than my main man, OliJawn. And you guys are tuned into yet another episode of Champions Corner here at our home base of LRM Network. What's up, Ollie?
What's good, Kay?
What's going on?
You know me, man. I'm chilling. Tired.
You look real
tired.
comfy.
Yeah, I had to be comfy.
Yeah.
I was tired. I was in my house putting together a TV stand for my room, so that took me a little minute. Yeah.
What size TV?
It's not nothing big. It's probably like
Alright.
a 40-inch, so it's nothing crazy.
Yeah.
But yeah, that stand took
And
up
knock
like
the wind out of you.
yeah, yeah. I don't know why instructions don't come like more like detailed. They just show you pieces and say, "Yo, this goes here," but it doesn't tell you how to do it. Sometimes they don't even send you the tools for it, like little Allen keys and nothing. So, you got to improvise. But
I would know nothing about it. I don't put nothing together. I don't take shit apart. That's just what it is with me.
Yeah. How are you? Are you well? You good?
I'm all right. No, I guess.
The week been treating you cool?
I don't even know. Like, this whole, I don't know about anybody else, but this whole pandemic has me, I just feel like my body be breaking down now.
I didn't even know we were still in a pandemic.
Yeah, me either, but I found out yesterday that I need all-day glasses.
All-day
Crazy.
glasses? What's all-day glasses?
Like, don't take them shits off because your eyes are real fucking bad.
Self-explanatory.
Yeah, it's crazy because I was noticing my vision declining too. And I was just like, fucking, I ain't drinking enough water today or something. I'm good. And then as time was going on, I really can't see things from afar. Things that I could normally see. I can't tell you what that stand says right there, on the thing. Normally, my eyes is sharp. I'm like, oh my God, what's going on? So I booked an eye doctor appointment. So she's like, yeah, I got good and bad news. I'm like, well, damn. Okay. She's like, my eyes are healthy, but my vision is shit.
Okay.
I'm like, oh my God. It just made me realize that I'm getting old. I'm not 21 anymore. When I thought everything was a game, you start getting aches and pains in your ankles and your knees and stuff. And I'm like,
that's crazy.
Life is happening.
Yeah, I've been one of those people that have been really blessed to, be born with amazing vision and still have amazing vision.
Well, I hope your shit go to shreds soon.
I need these eyes. You feel me? I gotta see. I don't even know how I look with glasses, but I think you could pull the glasses off.
I don't.
No, I really think you could. I think you could pull.
I went yesterday and I was like, after you get your prescription, you could look around, and I was like, fuck this. I'm going online. I'm gonna find some cute ass glasses. I'm gonna look bomb. And then I went to work today, and I was just like, damn, bitch.
You really can't see.
So guess where I went after work? Right to Lynn's Crafter. Okay, I was like, yeah, I need a little help. She's like, is that bad? I'm like, yeah. And glasses are expensive.
Yeah, glasses not cheap.
Bruh. My insurance, I think, pay 40% of $700. I was like,
God.
wait, but the glasses say 3. She's like, yeah, but you need protection and UV light protection. And I'm like, you shitting me?
Yeah.
I thought this was an easy come, easy go thing. So
that's why parents be real mad when their kids break their glasses.
yeah, I now I understand.
Grip, jeez.
I'm gonna be like this when I get my glasses.
Yo, that's crazy.
So
what a finesse in life.
It
glasses.
is. It really is. Anyway, other news. It's been a lot going on lately, and I've been trying to not social media cleanse, but I think I'm on social media too much, so I've been trying to fall back. But these mass shootings, is coming back. It's every single year we get another batch of mass shootings.
Yeah, it's very unfortunate to say the least, because you would think that you would think. Not even think everybody's raised like you, but think that people
with everything going on, they'll understand.
Yeah, people would kind of understand what's going on in the climate that we're in. And a big misconception is that black people are the only minorities in this country, when that's not the case at all.
Speak on it.
There's black as minority means not the majority. Clearly, the majority is the white people. That's the majority because they, make up the majority of the country. Everybody else falls in the minority category. So that's black, that's Asian, that's Hispanic, whatever's not white is the minority. And there's hate crimes against minorities literally daily. Most of them don't get reported, but this one just so happens to, make mainstream media, and it's very unfortunate because, if you guys don't know what we're talking about, it's the white man who went into a few different spas and killed, I believe it was 9 different Asian Americans, and it's very unfortunate and very sad because, it's just people that's trying to make a way. Yeah. People that's making honest livings. You would never think in a spa of all places.
Where you go to relax.
You go to relax, you go to unwind, and somebody would just do something like this. So it's very unfortunate. I hope he gets locked away for a long time. I haven't really been keeping up with it because those things aren't really good for my mental. Like, I don't like seeing those things too often. It puts me in a bad place. But I hope the justice system does the right thing when it comes to the situation.
It was like mind-boggling to me that I was on social media having to, I don't want to say defend Asian people, but in a way, because like I have Asian friends. I have friends of all different backgrounds. And to see like a lot of black people pulling well, that's what we go through every day card was so annoying to me. Because I feel like, how will we ever get through what we're trying to get through if we constantly have that mentality? Mm-hmm. So someone hit me with the, well, you have to understand, like, black people have had different experiences with different races, so you can't be upset at us for not wanting to defend them. And I'm like, okay, I get that. Only thing I could possibly think of is being in an urban community. Mm-hmm. Like, I'm thinking of Chinese food stores. I'm thinking of beauty supplies, where we get that Asian follow you around type of thing. Yeah. But then I also had to play like the devil's advocate and say, like, I've been around groups of people who go in those stores and act a fucking fool. Literally. Like, I've been with crowds of people who be like, yo, let's steal this shit out of a beauty supply store. Yeah. So it's like, I can't be upset at them for defending themselves, I guess, against things that they know could possibly happen, because I feel like we do the same thing. Right. And it's crazy to me, like, we should not have that mentality. I was arguing with my dad. Like, I was just like, Dad, are you kidding me? Because he's like, we've been through slavery times and this is what we go through all the time. And I'm like, but it doesn't make it right. Right. Like, exactly. It just puts everybody in a messed up spot, because everybody has Asian friends. And, when it comes to our movement, whatever the movement is, Black Lives Matter or black people being killed by police or whatever racism, injustices, they're with us at the end of the day. Amen. They speak up with us, for us. They're on the side of us. They ask us what they could do to help. So I feel like the least we could do in this situation is lend a helping hand, because we can't expect people to want to help us when we're going through things, as we do often. And then the moment they go through something, it's like, oh, we ain't going to help y'all because, this one time, this one incident where I went into a store, they was like, no, bro, like, that's not how it works. You're taught to, it's basically in your moral compass to do right by others. Even if they don't do right by you, you're still supposed to do right by others. It's the way of the universe. You get good back if you do good onto other people. So I feel like if you just stand up for what you believe is right, that's all. That's in a nutshell. Just stand up for what you believe is right. You know what's right and wrong. You're literally forcing yourself to be angry at these people because of an unfortunate experience that you had. Like, exactly. Like, I don't get that. Like, take that up with the person that was mean to you in the store, or like what? Did you know the people at the spa? Right. Like, for you to just say whatever. Right. It's nuts.
That could have happened to anybody. Literally anybody. So,
I'm not saying that there's not Asian people that hate black people, because I know they exist, but there's also us black people who hate white people, and white people who hate us, and Spanish people who hate Asians. Like, everybody hates each other.
It's a group of everybody that hates a group of everybody. You feel me? And it's just our job as, people who are right in the mind to kind of spread a positive message and, lock arms and be in this together for real. That's all.
There was also another mass shooting yesterday at a supermarket. I was just reading. I didn't like get the full deets on it, but it's going down. And everybody, we just need to once again stay safe, be cautious of your surroundings.
Yeah, this is crazy. Mobb Deep once said there's a war going on outside. No man is safe from. So you got to do what you got to do to protect yourself these days. It's getting out of hand. It's literally getting out of hand. But the crazy thing is, you'll never know when it's going to happen.
And the crazy part about it is all Trump's fault. I don't know how, but I just feel like it is. Some way, somehow, that Cheeto ass looking mother is somewhere wrapped up in all of this. I swear. Like, if it wasn't for that China press conference, a lot of this could be avoided. Like, and I'm so serious. It's his fault.
Yeah.
Oh
yeah, he is. He's making his own social media.
Yeah, if you got a strap, stay strapped up because they're gonna be wilding when that app comes out. Oh my God!
I'm not going.
The white supremacy is going to go crazy.
I need Trump on Twitter, son. No. I really do.
It's so peaceful without him.
His tweets and just him just speaking is so funny to me because it's like, yo, he really just get up there and say whatever he want, do whatever he want, and then like niggas just gotta we just gotta accept it. Like when he was the president, he was just China. I'm like, bro, I laugh because I'm like, bro, this is the leader of the free world making a mockery of people. Like this is crazy, son.
This shit was kind of scary.
It is scary because I'm like, bro, how do other countries look at us?
Like fools, like idiots.
Like like a guy who was once on a reality show is now the head of our country. Like it was crazy, but
definitely a scary time.
Prayers for everybody involved, everybody going through things like this, man. I just pray the world is a better place by the time I decide to bring my juniors into this world.
Oh, it's gonna get worse. I'm just telling you.
Yeah, I already know.
The way it's looking.
Yeah, you gotta stay prayed up.
You really gotta like teach your kids to have boundaries and integrity, morals. That's going to be a really, really difficult conversation. The more you know. It's going to forever be difficult. Like, yeah.
Speaking of kids, I was watching a podcast yesterday called I Am Athlete with, Brandon Marshall, Ocho Single, and all them. And they had Dwayne Wade on the podcast. And I just feel like he's one of the most amazing parents that could, that we could see. Simply because he was just talking about how him and Gabrielle Union, his wife, had a conversation when his daughter Zaya Wade was 3, and it was like, yo, like, what if he becomes homosexual, right? Because at 3, she was wearing heels. At the time, she was a boy, so he was wearing heels, and but as a kid, everybody tries on their mom's heels, like they do all that kind of stuff, and they had to they thought about it. It was like, nah, it's you grow out of it, and then he never grew out of it, right? And then the way he found out was they did a project at school, and I forgot what the project was, but they were writing down what they are. So I am black, I am an athlete, I am da 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 da, and she put down on the paper, I am gay, right? And they would post these things all around the school. So the teacher called home and said, hey, this is the project that we're doing and this is what your child wrote down. I just want you to I want to ask you if it's okay that we post this around the school because I don't know if your child has came out to you or yada yada yada. And he said it was fine, but then he had to have the conversation because as God would have it, that teacher was a lesbian teacher. So the lesbian teacher ended up giving Zaya Wade the confidence to kind of write that down on paper and, kind of be more open with it. So then they all had a parent-teacher meeting, and that's how, Zaya Wade came out to her father. Right. And he wasn't mad. He was like, at this point, it's my job. This is what you are. Now it's my job to facilitate whatever you want to do because that's my job as a parent. I want to, make sure you're the best human being that you can possibly be and you can do whatever you want to do. And he's always educating himself on these, new things because now she's a transgendered child. So, I was looking like, bro, I admire him. I commend him because if that was me, I don't know how it would feel, but I don't know if I would be that open.
Yeah.
Off the rip. You feel what I'm saying? Because like I'm not in that situation, so I don't know how I would react, but I know that I'm gonna love my kid regardless. I just don't know how open I'm gonna be to that situation. Of course I'm still gonna be open. Just I don't know as open as that, because that was a lot.
And I feel like as a parent, it's important for you to display those type of energies with your child, because they're already going to have it really tough with school and peer pressure. And then when they have to come home to it, like it's even worse. So I definitely commend him as well for how he handled that. Other parents especially of Black parents probably wouldn't have handled it that well either. Making it 10 times harder for the child, having to go into the school systems, and that's deep.
And he said his daughter came up to him, and like she seen how, you know, like regular kids would come out to their parents and how they would get kicked out of the house or shunned or disowned, and she was like scared. She was like, I didn't know that this happened because you showed me nothing but love, nothing but support. And I was like, bro, that's beautiful. Like, that's beautiful. How, like, that's what your kid is supposed to feel no matter what they are. As long as they're not harming anybody, they're supposed to feel that love. So, yeah, that was amazing.
I feel like that's also something Black men should work on. Like, I get it. Masculinity is a big thing in our community, but it's okay to be different. Like, I don't feel like being gay makes you any less of a man. Like, you still can have a bunch of masculinity to you without like liking a fucking female. Like, I don't know. It's just, you see so many like tweets and it kind of tries to dub it down a little bit. Like, oh, if you're gay, you're not a man. Or no, I don't believe that. For a second.
People just don't know how people don't understand it, so they're new to everything. So they don't know what to classify it. And you know, what we do as human beings, if we can't understand something, we just shun it.
Absolutely.
Like, I don't know, like it's whatever, it's over there, like until you got to deal with it.
It's also important for your kids to have a voice. Like, I was having this conversation with my grandma, and she was like, you know, you have to like teach your daughter, like she can't do certain things, and you know, you have to stop her from doing certain things. And I said, it's one thing for me to teach my daughter, like, don't touch this, it's hot. But at the end of the day, she's gonna do what she wants, because I've been there before. My parents told me not to do things a million times. Don't date that boy, don't go here, don't touch that. And you want to do it because you feel like, well, what happens if I do it? It doesn't matter how much you're taught, you have to learn from your own experiences. So I feel like it's so important for us to give our kids that little bit of leeway so that they can make their own decisions. Right. And listen, your daughter might say, Dad, I think I'm gay. I think I like girls. And when you give her that leeway to jump into that world, she might come back and be like, you know what, Dad, it really wasn't what I thought it was going to be.
You gotta give your kids room to experiment. Like, you don't want to be hovering over your kids so they feel like they can't breathe. Like, you give them, feel me, enough rope, enough leeway to where they can go experiment, but they're not too far from you. And when they need you, they can come to you and you can speak to them and tell them certain things, and they can ask you questions. And the biggest misconception is that your kids can't teach you anything as the parent. Your kids could teach you. Your kids could probably teach you more than you can teach them, because it's a new day, it's a new age, and they're into a whole bunch of new things that probably wasn't around when you was a kid growing up. So they could teach you a lot more. So
that's so true.
Yeah, it's all about being open and having that dialogue.
You know, Black mamas, their favorite line is, "I'm the parent, you're the child."
Yeah, all the time, bro.
I hate it.
All the time.
You be scared to tell them, this won't tell you nothing. You be so mad. Like, I can't even be honest with you because you think you know everything and you don't.
I was just telling my mom this the other day. I'm like, yo, if you want my little sister, which is your daughter, to be comfortable telling you certain things, you can't be judgmental. You can't come off as, you know, I'm the parent, you should listen to me. No, it's not how it works. You build an environment where she's comfortable coming to you and speak to you about certain things, because not every child is comfortable enough to speak to their parents about their love life, their dating life, or whatever they have going on. You know what I'm saying? If you make that space comfortable, any child is gonna come to you first with anything before they go to their friends, before they go to the internet, because people go to the internet first for everything now. So like, as long as you make the environment comfortable enough, your kids are gonna come to you with everything, and it's gonna be a blessing. I promise you, it's gonna be a blessing. Yeah.
Well, speaking of the internet, the internet was in a frenzy the other day because one of the favorite couples, Saweetie and Quavo, are finito. Thumbs down. Why you say that?
Man. I just want to say,
speak your truth, King.
I just want to say, it's
His
really,
face
it's really
is
crazy.
sending me, okay?
it's really crazy how one of our favorite celebrity couples could be going through such a tumultuous time right now, and the fact that it would be displayed on the internet really breaks my heart, because I wouldn't want them to go through that.
You are shot out. You know what?
She said he was unfaithful a multitude of times. Quavo, I don't see that from him.
Oh, bullshit.
Come on, an upstanding young gentleman.
Saweetie is, I think Saweetie top 5 in the game right now. She might be number 1. Top, yeah.
What, the way she looked?
Yeah, looks wise.
Oh yeah,
she's super beautiful.
Yeah, excluding like all the the ones that are like grandfathered in, like Beyonce and Rihanna and them. Of the newest ones. Yeah, okay. She's. Yeah,
I mean, not that looks have anything to do with why they broke up, but I'm just saying.
Yeah, nah, but she's definitely one of them ones. One of them ones.
Yo,
but
this guy.
to stir the pot a little bit, everybody's jumping on Quavo's back, like, oh, how could you be unfaithful, yada yada yada, right? But he sent out some tweets that really, really, really caught my attention, and I want to pull it up real quick because I had to read into it just a little bit.
A little.
Yeah, a little bit, right? And let's see. He said, I know you want to make this into a show, so I'll play my part just this one time. I don't normally put my business out there, especially my personal life. I feel the need to address this so there are no false narratives, right? When have you ever seen
He ain't say shit.
Right? Just wait. I had love for you and disappointed you. Did all that. Feel me? Accountability. I did all that. You are not the woman I thought you were. Yeah. I wish you nothing but the best.
Here goes the sympathy. Here goes the sympathy card.
You are not the woman I thought you were.
No, you're not the man I thought you were.
No, he is exactly who she thought he was.
Who she thought he was?
A player. She knew that. So, what I'm here to say is, you are not the woman I thought you were. I want to stick on that point right there, because a lot of the times, what do women say? Don't introduce me to something that you can't maintain, right? Mm-hmm. You say that all the time. But why it's never true for the women? What if, when they first started dating, she was, as much as he was courting her, she was courting him.
Right.
Doing everything to keep him, doing her job, whatever you think that job is to keep him in or to, help build a healthy relationship, she was doing that. And then at a certain point, it just stopped.
Okay.
It just stopped. Now, this is not an excuse, but it just stopped, which led him to kind of search for some of these qualities.
You better not make excuses for cheating. I'm not sit here and make excuses for a man
which led him unfaithful. Which led him to kind of wander off and try to find some of those qualities in other women. You feel what I'm saying? Now, granted, there's no excuse for cheating. There's none. Cheating is very terrible. It's very bad. We don't condone cheating. We don't condone cheaters. I am not a cheater. I've never cheated. So, of course, I'm not going to condone it. But I could see a world where, he was disappointed because everybody had this girl on the highest of pedestals. And then he got her. And then he was probably like,
disappointed.
Bro, like.
I feel like that's where communication comes in. you're not making me happy. We just putting stories out there because we don't really know. But
of course.
I'm just saying, like, if that was the case, that's where communication comes in. You're not making me happy. Maybe I'm not making you happy. Mm-hmm. What is it that we can do to either A, fix this problem, or B, we're going to leave each other alone? Mm-hmm. I feel like there is really no reason for anyone to cheat. Like, you know me, I've said it numerous times on this show. Cheating is a fucking deal breaker for me. Like, I just don't think it needs to exist. I'm sorry, like, and then I sent a post to my group chat the other day, and it was like a lady that worked in a clinic, and she was saying how she experiences many young girls who come into the clinic, wives, unmarried, whatever, baby mamas, side girls, whatever, and their sexual health is put in danger all the time. They leave there finding out they have HIV, herpes, all types of incurable shit, and I'm like, this is why cheating is a deal breaker for me. Because if you loved me, like if you say you love me or in love with me, there's no way you could possibly sleep with someone not knowing what the fuck they have, yes, and then come home and sleep with me. That's not love.
Cheating.
Because at some point in your fucking thought process, I crossed your mind. At some point, you knew my bitch gonna be mad as fuck if she find out about this.
Now let me.
Like, come on.
I think I had this conversation the other day as well. Two things can be true. I could love my girl to death, and I could cheat on her.
No, you can't.
Yes, you can.
Like, what?
Yes, you can.
No.
Two things could be true. Yo, I love this girl to death. I want to spend the rest of my life with this girl, right? But you gotta have a moment of weakness.
No.
Things like that happen.
No.
You guys could be going through whatever you going through at the crib. Could be one of the biggest fights y'all ever had. I love you, but we is going at it. We've been going at it for a long time.
And that makes you horny?
No.
That makes you horny.
No.
That makes your dick hard. And me and my bitch fight, and I'm about to go get some pussy.
No.
Like, what?
You leave the crib, right? Mad as fuck. You leave the crib like you're not even mad, bro. You tired, son. Bro, we've been fighting for a week straight, 2 weeks.
Well, go to your mama's house.
Tired, bro. Then let's just say you stumble upon, like, you just chilling at the bar by your lonesome. A young woman, you trying to drink your sorrows or you trying to drink your pain away. A young woman comes next to you and she's just saying all the right things, making all the right moves.
Oh my God. Now you easy.
She's being comforting in your time of hurt.
Now you a $5 hoe. Okay, keep going.
That's not fair.
Keep going.
Because I don't want to sound like a misogynist, but that happens to women way more often than it happens to men. Women being in a vulnerable spot, a man capitalizing on it, and then
you're right. I agree.
You feel what I'm saying? So the man is probably in a vulnerable spot. You know, there be some predators out here on the women's side. Oh, this man's hurt. Let me get on him. Let me go grab him. Let me go snatch him because he's gonna be easy. Things like that happen.
Shut up.
I'm being so serious. A man could love his girl and a man could cheat. I've seen it happen.
And most of the time, like, I can't speak for all women, but majority of the time, women, they get drunk, they get in their feelings, they go to the bar, they have some drinks, they drunk, whatever the case may be. They're gonna call their nigga. Like, it doesn't matter how mad she is at you, she gonna say, I want some dick. Excuse my language. Hello, like.
Yeah, that does happen.
Even if another man was to approach you, you're gonna be like, no, I'm going home to my man. Because that's just what women are used to. Women are like emotional beings. Now you do have some.
You got some snipers out there.
You do.
Women could be snipers too. You got some snipers out there.
But a man on a drunk night needs to go back home to his woman.
Of course. Listen, you're not gonna get no disagreement from me because remember, I'm not a cheater.
But you made excuses for it.
I just have to like, I can see the other side.
There is no other side.
That's my gift of gab.
That's what I'm saying. There is no other side of cheating.
All I'm saying is
break up with me immediately.
There's a world where you can love your woman and cheat on her.
There is no world.
It don't even gotta go as far as having sex. Because then that brings us to the conversation, what do you consider cheating? I'm gonna use my definition. My definition of cheating is doing something that
you wouldn't do in front of me.
Yeah, like you can't come and tell your significant other that you really did. Okay. So
I agree.
Nigga, Nigga could go to the club, drunk, moment of weakness, tongue a girl down.
Oh my God.
Right? Tongue a girl down. Didn't fuck her. Soon as he finished tonguing her down, he said, bro, I
That's
fucked
forgivable
up.
to me,
Bro,
though.
I fucked up. Go leave.
That's forgivable to me. I could forgive that. Like that to me is
Y'all
a moment
really
of
gonna
weakness.
forgive that?
But to pull your thing out and stick it in another female, there's too much time to think.
Who are you?
Ain't that weak.
Who are you to judge another man's
Ain't
moment
that weak
of
about
weakness?
that. I'm sorry.
Can't do that. You can't.
That's
judge
premeditated murder right there. I'm sorry. There is nothing weak about that. Like, you had to think about it. Like, if you use protection, you had to take the time to slip you thought about
bro,
that shit. And
exactly.
you thought about your girl. And you knew how bad it was going to hurt her, and you still did it because you ain't
And
think
I was
you was
beating
gonna
that
get
shit
caught.
up, and I said, damn, bro, I miss my girl. I love her. Now what? Now what? You feel me? I was beating that shit up. I said, damn, bro, this not my girl, and I miss my girl. I really do love this girl.
So do you stop?
Depends on what kind of depends on what kind of nigga you are. Some niggas will stop. Some niggas are fake the nut. Some niggas will really get it off. It depends on what kind of nigga you are.
This is brutal.
I mean, I can't speak on it because you feel me. I'll never be caught in this situation.
You sound like you've been through some shit.
Nah, I've never.
Talking about I never cheated.
I've never cheated.
You sound a little too experienced in the area.
Nah, listen, I'm not gonna. I'm gonna just keep my mouth shut. I've never cheated. I've never cheated. But just know I've seen some things in my 25 years on this.
Oh,
earth.
you was in the room.
I've seen some things.
You've been around the way.
I was the cameraman on a couple of these blocks around the way. Like I seen some things.
This is why I always say your boyfriend's homeboys are not your friends.
Yeah, because my loyalty don't lie with you. That's
But
facts,
y'all be
though.
sneaking it in there like, yo, sis, my bro really love you. Like, like nobody
But
was
then
there.
You'll get one of those homeboys that really got a heart. Like he'll tell you without telling you. Like he'll just be like, yeah,
Parents do that too. I've had a guy's parents do that. Like try to tell you something without telling you. Like I was talking to one of my ex's father one day, and he kept saying like, I keep trying to tell him like you gonna leave one day. And I'm like, what the fuck is he talking about? I'm like, wait, what's the conversation like when I'm not around? He's like, I keep trying to tell him he better stop doing the shit he doing. And I'm like, oh, like he was spilling tea. Like, okay. So when it finally came out that he had cheated, the first person I called was that nigga. I was like, so you knew? Because I felt like he thought that I knew. So he started spilling the beans. So I'm like, oh, okay. So like a little bit I had to like, yeah, he got to stop. Like, just
no, it's crazy. That I definitely caught somebody up like that before. I'm not gonna divulge any
you
more
gotta ask
information.
the right follow up questions,
Yeah.
and they start singing like a canary.
Yeah. Once they think that you know, it's up. It's up from there. It's up from there.
I told him.
Yeah, nah. I don't know about y'all parents, but my mom will hold it down. But you know,
Yeah, my mom will hold it down.
my
too.
mom will hold it down. She'll let me know, yo, bro, you wildin'. But she'll hold it down for me. But you know, she'll never be in that position.
Yeah, I think my mom will hold it down too.
Yeah.
That's dangerous though. Men's mothers are the worst. The absolute worst. Like they sit in everybody's face.
Yeah, that's what they supposed to do.
No.
That's exactly
If I
what
had a
you're
son,
supposed
I don't
to
think
do.
I could do that.
You would.
No.
You would, because you happy to see like your son active. Like,
No.
But you're gonna be like when the girl leave, you're gonna have a conversation with your son, like, all right now, like you're moving a little bit too fast. Like you bugging out right now. Like, you feel me?
I think I'll have the don't bring it in my house conversation. Because at the end of the day, I'm a woman first. Eventually, like when I get to that age, I'm gonna be a little seasoned, which means I've been around the way a little bit and I know how it feels. And I have a daughter already, so it would be one of those things like you wouldn't want anybody to do that to your sister, you wouldn't want anybody to do that to me, so don't bring it in my house.
Don't bring it in my
Period. Then
house.
I won't feel like I had anything to do with it.
But then that's like a catch-22 for me, because then it's gonna be like, don't bring it in my house. But then like, I don't want him going into uncomfortable situations at other people's cribs. Like, it's just
Yeah,
that's why I feel like my mom, like, she was real cool early on with me, just, you know, bringing people to my crib. Like, obviously I had to let her know beforehand, like, hey mom, I'm thinking about to have company over. But I think that's why she was cool with it, because she don't know what everybody else got out there. She don't know what their crib is like. She don't know where these people is from. You know what I'm saying? But she know what kind of crib she got. She know what kind of son she raised. Like, so I feel like she was way more comfortable doing that.
Yeah. I just had that conversation with someone yesterday. Like, I'd rather be the household that the kids come to than the other way around. Yeah. Because my house was always that too.
Yeah, I'm gonna be the cool dad.
Because then I know what you're doing. I can monitor everybody. Like, and then you just never, like, I was never allowed to spend a night out anywhere.
Me neither.
Rarely at family's house, maybe one cousin, and it was like I had to catch my mom on a good day. Yeah. Otherwise, stay the night. Like, are you crazy?
Yeah, nah. Bro, I'm not gonna hold you. Like, on my birthday weekend, that was the first time I spent the night out since, like, I'm not even going, like, ever since, like, probably I was like 14, maybe. Like,
well, where'd you stay?
Airbnb.
I'm being nosy. Oh, okay.
Yeah, I stayed at Airbnb after a little situation, and I stayed at my Airbnb.
Oh.
Yeah.
What's tea?
I had a casual gathering with some friends. Cut the cake, had alcohol.
No, that's food. Not the tea I want.
What's the tea you want?
What's the tea? Like, the tea? You feel me? It's all in your grill.
Listen, you better listen. You know me. I ain't about to, you feel me? I don't know who watching this, you feel me? Some of my old work could be watching this. There's no way you got on there and said, nah.
You got some cutty that night?
Who, me? I mean, I'm not gonna divulge too much, but you feel me? I had a good time. I had a real good time.
Okay. Yeah, I'm glad you enjoyed.
Yeah, you got to keep it tall. You feel me? When people is listening, got to keep it tall.
He be keeping it so smooth. We in the group chat like, yeah, happy birthday. Oh, yeah, thank you. The whole time.
You got to keep it tall.
He had the 40-40 club and okay.
Chill, you got to keep it tall. You feel me?
I like that.
Yeah, but all that to say, I was even scared to tell my mom, like, yo, I'm spending the night out. Because I thought, like,
it really be like
that. I was like, yo, like, she going to tell me, no, you not. Like back when I was a kid, my mom was like, all right, cool. I'm like, it was that easy?
It was your birthday. Cool.
It this week. That's what I think it was. Like, no, you're not. That's exactly what I think it was. I'm like, Ma, come on. It's like I'm 25. Like, what you want? But I've grown to be like, I don't even like spending the night out.
It feels so uncomfortable. Yeah.
I love my bed. Like, I love my bed. I just love the comfort of my own room, my own space. And being out, you got to worry about too much.
Yeah, I agree though. I'm not into it either. And now that I'm a parent, I'm definitely not into it. Like, yeah. But you want my daughter to stay where? No. She got to come back home. Like, you can have her for a few hours, and that is it.
And I'm gonna probably be the parent that lets all the kids spend the night at my crib.
Yeah, I prefer that.
Yeah.
And it's not comfortable. Like, you ever been to somebody's house in the middle of the night, you just staring at the ceiling like, bro, I want to go home.
It really be the worst where you having a sleepover and you can't sleep. And you, like, I'll just be on the floor in the sheet, like.
Just staring.
No, like, I can't even get up and wander around the crib because, like, it's not my spot. Like, this is going to get bad and be like, man.
And people's sheets don't be smelling like your sheets either.
Yeah.
You start sniffing. Me, I'm big on like smells. So I be like, oh my God, something stink.
Yeah, nah, don't let nothing stink in there, bro. I'm calling my mom ASAP. What? Come get me now.
My mom gonna leave me there. Like, you want me to grow? You stay the night. Like, people's pillows don't smell fresh. Like, the sheets smell like slob. Like, oh my God, this is not comfortable at all.
They give you the terrible pillows, like the pillow that they had since they was like 7. Like,
the one with the feathers coming out.
Yeah, like, come on, son. I'm a guest. Like, give me the good stuff. You bugged out right now, son.
The cups be smelling.
Yeah, like
utensils be dirty.
Bro, I really be inspecting everything.
Like, son. Take me home, bro.
Yeah,
be looking at the walls. Like, what is going on here?
Yeah, bro. Yeah, like, you bugged out.
This is so funny. Like, I have to tell a story. Okay, so I was going out on a date with this guy, right? And we were supposed to go to dinner at a certain time. So, say, I think it was like 7:30, whatever. 7:30 turned into 8. 8 turned into 8:30. I'm like, oh, hell no. Like, I'm about to call him and tell him, like, I'm not going. Finally, he shows up. It's like maybe 9. So I'm pissed. Like, and he already know I'm pissed. He get in the car, and I get in the car, and the first thing he say is, I can explain. So I'm thinking to myself, this shit better be damn good. Like, your mama better been in the hospital, like something. So he goes. I went into my bathroom, and it was ants all over. So I couldn't do anything but just laugh. He's like, it sound crazy. I went into my bathroom, ants like all over the place. Like, I had to go to my parents' house around the corner. I had to get the little spray, come back home because I'm about to have company. Like, I ain't about to let you see my ant-infested bathroom. So he's like, I had to spray them all over. I had to kill all them shits. It's not one ant left. He's like, and I know this shit sounds crazy, but this is really what happened. So I was like, all right, like, let's go eat. Like, I'm like, it sounds a little crazy, but all right, cool. You said you killed them all, right? Yeah, I killed them all. It's not one ant left. Cool.
Yeah, all right.
We get to his house, right? I have to use the bathroom. I have to use the bathroom. So, you know me, I'm going in there like, make sure there's no ants in this bitch.
Mm-hmm.
I spot one in the shower. I'm like, it's an ant in your shower. It's an ant in your shower. Like, I found one. That was enough for me. I'm like, all right, I believe you now. But moral of the story, this is why I don't come to people's house. Yeah. Like, because then I start looking for shit. Like, I'm looking under the damn sink in the shower. Why am I looking in his shower for? Like,
I am not a liar, and I don't condone lying. But he was too honest.
You wouldn't have told me you had ants in your bathroom?
Not, especially if you come to my crib, there's no way I'm telling you I'm late because I had to kill mad ants. There's no way. Because just imagine if you had to use the bathroom, he told you some other excuse why he was late. Oh, my mom called me, I had to do something for her, yada, yada, yada. Go in the crib, you got to use the bathroom. You're not going to be looking for no ants, so you're not going to find no ants. You're not going to find them because you ended up looking in his shower and found an ant. You just use the bathroom, wash your hands, you would have got out of there, not an ant in sight. I'd have never told nobody I had ant. What? No way.
I kind of respected the honesty though, because then I might have seen some ants. And I'm like, this nigga's dirty. Then I want to go home. Like, but at least I know you told me before. Like, I had mad ants in my bathroom.
Question: where he at now? Where did all that honesty get that young man? I tell you what, it didn't get him a second date. That's what I tell you. They ain't doing shit for nobody, man. God. Listen, bro, ain't nothing wrong with a little fib.
It wasn't because of the ants. Like, I swear it wasn't because of the ants.
Ain't nothing wrong with a little fib, you feel me? So listen, bro. I started, bro. What I call it selective truth telling. That's what I call it, selective truth telling. What he could have done in that situation was like, yo, listen, I'm sorry. I had to run to my parents' house real quick. I had to chop it up with them. I had to go grab a couple things. Like, he had to go to his parents' crib. He had to grab a couple things. Selective truth telling.
Oh my God.
That's it. You ain't lie to her.
I wasn't mad though. Like, and had it been roaches, that would have been a deal. I would have took my ass back in the house. But ants, I feel like
Yeah, plus, you know, ants, like, there's like, I don't know why he was so confident in saying like there's not an ant left, because ants is mad small.
That's what I said. I said there's no way you killed all the damn ants.
Like, I know there's mad ants in my crib. Do I see them? Nah.
Because they're mad small.
Yeah, I don't see them. They don't be just walking around my kitchen or nothing. But like, I wouldn't be surprised if I went in my basement and I seen an ant. Like, I wouldn't be surprised. Yeah. They just be there.
I respected the honesty because honestly, had he not said that, I would have had an attitude the whole night, and I would have just fucked up everybody's meal. So at least he was honest, and it made me laugh because I'm like, you shitting me? Like, you had ants in your bathroom? Yeah, like, no. Really? And he was really telling the truth. Because I'm thinking niggas lying. I'm like, that's what the fuck you came up with? Like, ants?
I want to know what was in his bathroom that he just
That's
had.
what I was thinking. I'm like, how
colony
did they,
of
like...
ants. An army of ants.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm like, so you just came home and it was ants all over?
Listen,
He's just like, yeah.
The only thing I could think that ants do is like they be around food. And if you got food in your bathroom, you a nasty nigga. You are very nasty.
I'm over
Ew. Oh.
I'm so over it.
Nah. Ew. Damn. Speaking of dates, I don't think I've been on a date in a grip.
Me either. I'm trying to think. Like a real like dressy sit down date is we can't really
Dressy
do that right now.
Dressy. Yes, you can. We opened up like 40% or so.
Oh, I have. You right. I have. Duh, like last week. When I almost caught COVID. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to do that again, though.
Was it worth it?
No. My health is never worth a dinner, okay? Like, I went out with one of my friends, and it was cool. This was Saturday. Monday, I'm texting him, like, you know, what you doing? He's like, on my way to get a COVID test. I'm like, wait, why? He's like, because I can't taste or smell. I'm like, are you shitting me? Like, I was just with you. And you know, men don't think. Like, you don't think to say, girl, I can't taste or smell. You might want to go get COVID tested. Like, he just said it so nonchalantly. Now I'm about to shit my pants. And I work at a doctor's office, thank the Lord. I have to tell my mom. I'm like, Mom, I think I need a COVID test. I'm like, my friend can't taste or smell. So she's like, oh, brother. She's like, but don't panic. Like, because I have really bad anxiety. So I start panicking. And I'm just thinking to myself, that shit is not worth it. Like, these restaurants are so packed. All we had was like a little like plexiglass this size, and the bottom was open. Like, what is that protecting?
They really think COVID is just a straight line. They don't think that COVID could like maneuver, just go up, down, left,
That
right.
shit would have went up my fucking no. But I know you guys are gonna hate me. I decided I'm getting vaccinated tomorrow. Oh, you're clapping for me. I thought I was going to get a lot of boos.
Nah. Me personally, I'm not going to get vaccinated. At least not yet. Simply because my immune system is like amazing. Yeah. So like I don't really need it. But I had a conversation with my mom Sunday. She's getting vaccinated. And I would suggest her to because, you know, she's 50s, like a little bit older. High risk, so you feel me? I want you to get vaccinated. So I feel like everybody who's older and or is high risk, meaning high blood pressure, low blood pressure, diabetes, or anything of that nature, get vaccinated. Just be safe. Like be safe. I
don't want it, to be honest. I'm not even gonna lie. I don't want to be vaccinated. I think the only reason why I'm doing so though is because for the safety of my grandparents who I live with and my daughter. Yeah. Otherwise, I will be winging the fuck out of this. Yeah. But yeah,
you'll be all right though. You'll be all right.
I hope so. Because I'm a little nervous.
You're gonna have like a day, maybe of discomfort, maybe like a day and a half.
I heard the second shot is like really was like taking people down.
Yeah, I got friends that work in healthcare, and like the second shot really is what put them down for like a day. But other than that, like after the day, they're cool. Everything's
that's
straight.
Another thing too, because I'm like the only one in healthcare at my job that doesn't have it.
If you don't take that damn vaccine, bro.
I really don't want it. Like, I'm like scared. I'm like, what's gonna happen? Like, every question that I have, nobody can answer. I'm like, what's gonna happen in years to come? Like, or is it gonna be like a 6-month period where you tell me like my head's gonna fall off or something because I had a vaccine? Like, what is gonna happen to me? And this guy, he laughed at me. He was like, maybe a year. I'm like, nigga, like that's still, I don't want that. But
I mean, it's a vaccine, so I feel like
I've been vaccinated my whole life.
Exactly. So it all, I just feel like people should treat this as another vaccine. We don't ask no questions when people go get the regular flu vaccine. You feel me? They just trust that it's going to work, and it works. So I feel like they should treat this one, I guess because it's new and we haven't really had like a new vaccine in a minute. Yeah. So people don't really trust it. People want to see results. Like people are real skeptical. So
they're going to make it really hard for people to maneuver without it though. Like
eventually.
I see it coming.
Eventually it's going to be like.
Only reason why I think they might not do that is because of religious purposes. People who have, like my grandmother, she's allergic to like everything. Yeah. So people like that who can't take those type of vaccines but still need to travel and maneuver around everyday life, they might lighten up a little bit. But there was like a restaurant in California that was like, if you don't have your vaccine card, like you have to have both of your vaccines within, I think like 2 weeks. you can't come inside.
Oh, Jesus. They're probably going to lose a lot of business.
Yeah, facts.
They're going to go out of business that way.
But guess what? Everybody else is going to hop on the bandwagon, and eventually people are going to be like, we can't go anywhere if we're not vaccinated.
Yeah, I don't think people are going to go to an extreme as of like restaurants, but I definitely think for travel,
For
it's
travel,
gonna be like
yeah.
that. Yeah, 100%. It's going to be like that. So, and I plan on traveling in the near future, so hopefully I get this traveling out the way before they make it mandatory.
Well, you better go now, like tomorrow.
Right. I mean, my tax refund about to hit, so take me to Tulum.
Oh my God, everybody's in Tulum. I know Tulum is sick of black people right now.
Got to be.
Y'all done trashed Miami.
Oh, yeah.
Houston's trashed. Atlanta's trashed. Now y'all going to Tulum. Well, Tulum was the beginning of the pandemic, I think.
Yeah, it was.
Everybody was in Tulum.
It was early. I still got to go to Atlanta, though. I got family down there. I want to have fun down there.
Well, I'm Kayy Simone. Got my main man, OliJawn. And you guys are just tuning into yet another episode of Champions Corner here at our home base of LRM Network.